Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, TheTwinCo. So today's video is another episode of the Twin Talk. Yes, it's the third episode of the Twin Talk. And this period of time that we've all been given to sit down at home, follow our passion, cook, or do whatever we want to, and just chill with our family has definitely given me the time to introspect about my feelings and emotions. For a very long time, I've been dealing with anxiety, and I'm sure that a lot of people around us are too. Every fifth person in India suffers from anxiety, and 10% of the population is depressed. So I thought that why not use this space, this platform to talk about this. So the topic of this episode is going to be anxiety. So I'm going to be talking all about anxiety. What is anxiety? What is the difference between being anxious and having anxiety? How to navigate anxiety? What are the plausible causes? What are the treatments? What are the symptoms? And everything related to it. So without wasting any further time, let's just get right into the video. Words like depression and anxiety have been so overused and abused that it is of sheer importance for us to understand the basic meaning of anxiety. So, first off, we'll be understanding what actually anxiety means and then we'll go forward with it. So, anxiety is basically the distress of the mind. It is the body's natural response to stress. It is the feeling of fear or apprehension of what's about to come. For example, going for an interview or first day at college or just giving a speech in front of 50 people. These things can make you feel very, very anxious or fearful. Now that we've discussed the basic meaning of anxiety, it is very important for us to differentiate between being anxious and having a proper, legit anxiety problem. Being anxious basically means that you have a temporary and unexpected feeling of apprehension or fear in some situations. On the other hand, a proper anxiety problem is when you have intense feelings of fear, worry, which can also be a diagnosable medical problem. So, there is no professional help as such for anxiety, which is temporary and appropriate to particular situations. On the other hand, if you have a proper, legit anxiety problem, which can also be diagnosable as a medical condition, then you definitely have a lot of emotional support, or you have therapists or psychiatrists that can look after the problem through various types of therapies. For example, cognitive behavioral therapy or medication can also help. So now let's talk about the symptoms of anxiety. The symptoms can differ from person to person altogether, and I just found out these symptoms off the internet, so I'm just going to discuss these symptoms with you guys. So the symptoms could basically include irritability, concentration problems, uncontrollable feeling of worry, or just being very, very restless, having a feeling of always being on the edge. So these are the basic, very, very layman symptoms of anxiety, and they can differ from person to person, like I mentioned earlier. There are various possible causes. Causes? Really now? So there are various possible causes of anxiety, and they're quite complicated. They might occur all at the same time, or one may lead to another. So number one is environmental stressors, having problems with your family, having relationship issues, there's problems at work. All of these can be environmental stressors that can be causes of anxiety. The second point is genetics. People who have family members who are suffering from extreme anxiety are most likely to suffer with anxiety themselves. The third point is medical factors. Maybe you have an after effect of a medication, or it is because of the prolonged recovery. There are a lot of reasons which can cause anxiety. The fourth and the last point is withdrawal from an illicit substance, for example, cigarettes or alcohol, or from hardcore drugs. There are various ways in which you can actually navigate your anxiety. Jot down the causes of anxiety and then look for a treatment. So, in this particular section, I'm going to be talking about how you can navigate your anxiety step by step. The first point is to ground yourself. Take a few deep breaths and feel your feet on the ground. The second step is to develop awareness, to make sure that you understand where in your body you are feeling the fear, where in the body you are feeling an emotion. Also, just jot down the number of emotions you feel in that moment. The third point is reality check. Ask yourself, is the worry really true? And also just keep reminding yourself that I can handle this, I have this under control. The fourth point is to check in with yourself. Put a hand on your heart and ask yourself, what do I need the most in this situation? The fifth point is to actually take action. Do whatever you need in the moment. This could include any movements in the body, for example, dancing, singing, running, or it could mean comfort. You can take a long shower or a hot water bath. This could also mean release. What I mean by release is actually screaming or crying or just shouting and howling so that it makes you feel better. So, finally, let's talk about treatment now. People who are suffering from major anxiety and anxiety disorders can definitely and should go for therapy and counseling. But people who have a particularly low magnitude of anxiety can definitely take care of themselves at home by following the upcoming self treatment measures. So, I'm going to be talking about these self treatment measures which you can follow at home and take care of your mental health. So the first point is stress management. Make sure you organize all your upcoming tasks and all your upcoming meetings. Make sure you compile all the things that you have to do so that it's not daunting enough for you when you actually sit down and do the work. The second point is relaxation techniques. The simplest of the tasks, sitting at home, can make you feel so much better and soothe out so many negative emotions in you. It could be a long bath or running or just breathing exercises. You can do whatever you want so that your body feels more calm and your mind also feels calm with your body. So the third point is support network. Make sure you have a strong support system, a strong support network. Talk to your family, talk to your friends, or talk to people who have actually dealt with anxiety in the past. The fourth and the last point is exercise. Exercising makes your mind release some sort of chemicals that increases your self-image, which also makes you feel good about yourself and increases positive feelings in your mind. So these are the basic self-treatment measures which you can follow at home. Take care of your mental health following these and just be calm. So guys, that brings us to the end of the video. I hope you liked the video. I hope you found it insightful. And if you did, then don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Also follow us on Instagram. The username is given below. Also, if you're suffering from anxiety, there is no need to worry at all. You can follow the self-treatment measures which I mentioned in the video before and you'll be good to go. So I'm gonna see you next time. Bye.